Alright guys, it is Christmas time, you know, time of joy, time of cheer, just so much happiness. So I decided I would compile a wish list for Destiny 2 moving forward into 2018 and, you know, no negative vibes. We're just gonna, you know, invoke the powers of positive thinking. But on a serious note, I've been making a ton of weapon videos and it seems like you guys have gotten a little bit tired of them, so I'm mixing it up today. I figured because the DLC dropped and I was basically only making weapon videos for like, you know, the last 2 weeks or whatever, I figured now would kind of be, you know, with the new year starting in a few days, it would be a good time to set some goals or something that we at least want to see for Destiny 2 in the next year. And this is my personal list. If you disagree with it, that is fine. This is just what I personally want to see. So without any further delay, let's just hop right into the video. I know I've used that video before, but you know, at least I didn't reuse it 3 times, huh? Alright guys, welcome to a brand new video, and in this video, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be talking about my wish list in 2018 for Destiny 2. If you're wondering, you see Destiny or Deej in the thumbnail and you're offended by it, it's just a thumbnail. I thought it looked cool. I did Luke Smith's face last time and I didn't want to reuse his face, and I just thought it looked cool, okay? Deej has nothing to do with the bad decisions that were made with this game, okay? So I don't hate him.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
Alright, so this is something that I mention a lot, so obviously I'm not going to take too long covering it, but it feels like we're stuck in a demo when you're just playing 4v4 over and over and over again. So if they were able to release new playlists like 3v3, 6v6, and free-for-all, obviously with free-for-all, especially on console, you're going to have to lower the time to kill quite a bit in order for it to actually feel good. But if they lower time to kill, drop free-for-all, 3v3, and 6v6, and ship out a few maps that play well on 3v3, because I feel like most of the maps are 6v6 maps that are obviously, you can only play them in 4v4, but there's not a lot of like asylum maps, kind of fire-based Delphi maps that play really well in skirmish. So if they came out with a few of those and you can throw in like Dead Cliffs or something, just the smaller maps that they have right now, I think that 3v3 could work quite well. This one is actually surprisingly a really big one for me. You wouldn't think it to be the case because I don't even play on my own account anymore, so you kind of think that I don't care what my character looks like, but in fact it's like, I feel like one of the biggest parts about Destiny's leveling is how your character looks, right? You want him to look cool, and even though conceptually customizing each individual part of armor seems like a good idea, it just doesn't really work out. Shaders are consumables now, so you have a limited amount of them, and if you use them a certain amount of times, they will be gone depending on how many you have in your inventory. So if you want to, you know, complete set and you want to keep switching up your shaders and stuff, you're gonna have to keep on earning these shaders over and over again. And what this has resulted in is just me not really feeling like using any of my shaders at all. It sounds cool to be able to customize each little individual part of your armor to whatever shader you want, but the reality of it is that, you know, it's always gonna look better if you use one shader for all of your armor pieces. If you go and inspect each individual part of armor and preview it with the shader, it always just looks kind of decent. But then if you go to your main menu and you go to your shader inventory and you preview your whole entire character with the shaders, they actually all look pretty good. Like originally I just thought all the shaders looked like trash, but I didn't realize that some of them actually look good with a full piece of armor. I just never got to look at them before because each shader is assigned to like an individual part now. Like you can't just, oh, I like how this armor looks and I can swap out my shader whenever I want. It's like you have to commit each little individual piece of armor to that one shader, and then you never want to change it because you have such a limited amount of said shader or you know, whatever shader you like. And to the people saying that somehow, you know, having consumable shaders kind of adds a grind to the game, I remember getting shaders in Destiny 1 was a crate. Like everyone wanted Revenant, everyone wanted Nefertiti, and these shaders were really cool looking and really hard to get. So I feel like there should be a sense of accomplishment once you get it and you're like, oh my god, I just unlocked like one of the coolest shaders, not, oh, you know, I got the cool shader, but I only have 2 of it, so, you know, I can make my legs and my gloves that color, and then if I ever want to change it again, then it's gone forever.
Hey. Hey lil' mama, would you like to be my sunshine?
Alright, so a big issue that a lot of people have with Destiny 2, I don't know if this concerns a lot of the casual players that just don't really like it, but for most of the people that I've seen on Twitter, many do not like the new weapon system with the kinetic slot, the energy slot, and the power slot. Slayer Age made like a massive video talking about this, and I feel like he can do the subject a lot more justice than I can in like 1 minute of my time. So I will link you that video in the description box down below, but basically it's like you just get these two really weak primaries and a power weapon that you're almost always going to run as a rocket, right? Because why wouldn't you? Like, it's fun to use a sniper, it's fun to use a Yachty, but it's just so much easier to use like a rocket or a grenade launcher or a machine gun. They all feel like truly powerful, right? But if you're using a sniper and you're sniping someone and your flinch gets sent to Zimbabwe and back, or if you're using a shotgun and your pellets disappear, they feel like more specialty weapons, right? They don't really feel powerful in the way that a grenade launcher, a rocket launcher, or a machine gun does. And obviously in the current state of Destiny 2 and how primaries are really weak, this wouldn't work. You would be able to run around with a shotgun or a sniper and just main those for the most part. So if they adjusted primary damage output and just found like a good balance between shotguns and primary play, snipers and primary play, I think that playing with that setup would be a lot more fun than the current 2 primary 1 power setup. It's very clear that Bungie has no intent to turn this into a competitive game or an esport, so let's just have as much fun as we can.
Hop up the 4-door with the 440 was 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So for anyone who's been subscribed to my channel, this one probably comes as no surprise. Ranked PvP is something that we have been asking for a very long time within the Destiny community, and for the most part we haven't heard any response from Bungie, but a few weeks ago they actually acknowledged that ranked they are aware ranked does exist, and it is on their priority list for PvP in 2018. So this is a big thing for me, because with Destiny 2 right now, with there being only 2 playlists and just really no incentive to play, me and a lot of my friends are looking for a reason to actually be good at PvP. In Destiny 1 for me, sweats started up, the competition was rolling, and I wanted to play against other good players to see how well I could do against them, and I wanted to be as good as I could be, right? And there's no way to do sweats in Destiny 2. After each game, it breaks you up no matter what the score is, right? So we can't queue into each other and keep playing each other. So we've basically been left with nothing, right? And for a lot of people crave competition, even if they weren't around for Destiny 1 quote-unquote sweats or scrims or whatever you want to call it. So I think just adding incentive to be good at the game, adding in 2v2 ranked, 4v4 ranked, you know, in-game rewards like shaders, emblems, cool stuff like that, I think would make the game a lot more fun for PvP players. Like, I got addicted to Overwatch ranked for like a month, and I don't even like that game. So the next thing kind of ties into the RNG element of weapons and armor. So not just weapons, right? Like everything. First of all, I like having random perks on all of the armor, right? So it adds the RNG factor to the game, where it makes you want to keep grinding to get a really good roll on a specific hand cannon that you know has good base stats, but you know that you just have to get a really good roll on for the weapon to be amazing. Now, because they've all, like, the rolls are at the hand of Bungie, right? They're perfectly choosing what are on the weapons, so obviously they're not going to make one weapon that much better than the next, and what that has resulted in is a lot of weapons that just feel the exact same because everything is so well balanced. Additionally, when you'd get a cool new exotic or a cool new weapon, it was fun to, like, it was hard and it was annoying, but it was fun to actually have to level up and progress through the weapon. It was fun because you'd kind of, you know, you unlock one perk at a time, perk by perk, and slowly you'd see this weapon become really good over time after you fully leveled it. Now, as soon as you get the weapon, everything is unlocked. As soon as you get the subclass leveling even, you just like click 4 times and the whole thing is leveled. Basically, I'd like to see a lot more diversity between armor and weapons, and once you get those cool pieces of armor or a cool weapon, you know, that has really good perks on it, for you to have the experience of having to level it and unlocking one perk at a time, because it feels kind of like a demo when they just give you everything for free. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. It is so late and I'm being so loud, so tomorrow I'm probably going to be beaten with a spoon. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have anything you disagree with, leave that in the comment section down below, and leave your wish list, right? So 5 things you would have liked to see in Destiny 2, or things you would like to see moving forward. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Also, before I end the video, if you are already subscribed and you want to make sure that you do not miss a video, just go to my channel and click on the bell to enable post notifications, and that way you will not miss a video in your sub box. I also teamed up with Logitech for a giveaway of their 60fps C922 webcam and their Brio 4K webcam. That giveaway is not live right now. I'm yet to set up the whole entire, like, I don't know what website you use for the giveaway, but most likely in the next video that will be up, so you can win some cool prizes from it. And thanks for watching. Have a blessed holidays, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.